Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Ago Markumado Wizon Tohiadana Amasham va Ceana Central. Lucky Amasham forces here. Markumia Wizon. Agba Ajinya Jom Aleke Begbe. Mianto Minya Nyevelia Mia Dada Mia Novi Mama Seduji. Anke kadi abayi fifia maganomia domakbo because ba aji ha jom alaka gbegbe enchoba awana ko wa ikwi na ba aji va jom alaka gbegbe ba doko va atemagba heremi magbale mi anuvie gaka agba mama asaduchi mi adomanoke Nemia wona abale kemi wone koshirasha koshirene nyankwenye efo Steve itakama dezo nama yide Chicago nemia vekpe mia novi mia da mia mama aseduchi the newest married bride in the house na wagede miaji no akoyeve etugbezuku akoko ava ano miadoma Maraku mia ide Chicago ni avekpe mama seduji mama Maraku wezolo mama wentema
Nyanto mi.
Asroda dema vivim no na magbegba
Vivim long wa vivim nto.
Yo, Africa wezolo.
Yo. Nyansela klonu pola leke mi fona ma nyamaga se mi ankokpo. Manyi bana mi he mi anto mi ba se enyanwi ava jore jinye. Osro dada do vivim ntolo ta na ona na made. Nyama ba vuvu mo kpomo. Kaka vivi a mo trogbo he, mo trogbo ntonto mo troda mi angu. Ta mo do wezona mi cover Ceana Central. Yemi va fia ko morokuku mi hojide. Egba mi gbona. I'm a viado paganamiado, a jeviado about Ceana. Tavi life ya, Babade, Migaya Fiara Colo, Miga Trogava Pie. See you soon, don't touch that dial. Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Ceana 2025. Come and have a unique experience in Dallas, Texas.
Ago na miapete milemiakpe bemifa 32nd annual Ceana Convention Le Dallas Fort Worth. Dallas. Big D. Mifa yafa pongtepe.
Aha. Ceana 2025. Mano bobo edolo. Mifa midwaza. We were me at the Cornwall Friday evening. Sunday me our picnic. Me our church service. And all les zanzazata miniva.
Tata nyo play for you. Mi do bonso anamilo. Mi do bonso anami apata. Mi de buku na mi be mi pro mi ape famille ovalo. Mi pro mi ape famille o mi afa po Dallas da. Mi adu azan. Azalo.
Azase.
Azale kongbe.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career in healthcare? Become a certified home health aide in the state of New Jersey with our 2-week training program. Enroll today to begin your journey. It is simple. Email us at pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com to reserve your spot in our New Jersey Board of Nursing approved training course. Receive expert training. Our hands-on comprehensive home health aid program offers more than just knowledge. It provides real-world experience. Learn directly from seasoned professionals who will guide you every step of the way. Transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference. Begin your career with expert guidance and hands-on practice. You will be certified and ready to launch a successful career as a home health aide. Don't wait. Start your healthcare journey with us today. Contact us to enroll. Call us at 862-755-8464 or 848-218-1555 or 773-960-5416 or send an email to pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com. What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity to transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference.
Amen. Pay attention to the drums.
So que mi no David me a mi que gonna be. Perene mi vasia mi jaonde. Que mi no David me a mi que gonna be. Perene mi vasia mi jaonde. Ya play un de carne papa, play un de carne mamá. Oh, toi ouais so ame bien so to me. I play who they got in the papa, play who they got in the mama. I want to wear so I'm maybe also to me. Lady, money never chop money. The kind of money, come on, I know you're gonna bless money. Lady, money never chop money. The kind of money, come on, I know you're gonna bless money. Sangpado, madoga, ula dumponye na bulova, maple de capo, ado pulova, Sangpado, madoga, ula dumponye na bulova, maple de capo, ado pulova, Papa ku mama, ola tutwara si, ola konula oae. Papa ku mama, ola tutwara si, ola konula oae. Papa ku mama ola tutwara si ola kunula oae. Papa ku mama ola tutwara si ola kunula oae. Lady.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, mama, Marco, Dasafa, Akofa, Beatrice, Akofa Balakaha. Yeah, Beatrice, Akofa Bakula, Agotia. Oh, Agotia, me, Jim, Kevano, Avasiana, and Minyak Bakabo, Avagodi.
Me now, and I feel like Alabama celebrated because he's a legend. Lamia of our Duma. Alabama Jagbagba.
Yeah.
We shouldn't give up on. Kaka Boba Togoto are very homogena to cara too much utadi. They sometimes when you want to make decisions with them, Alabama no very ni. Alabama dokiovi.
Yeah, I'm hoping, my love, and I'm very hopeful. But because me back gem, but me atwa akplo, me one of me artists I don't know about Ceana, no about perform live. I'm very hopeful, but kakamia do
that.
Oh, kaka aja me abagdora, aja manana Awe masu and the extra do he we are not dog bad. You can straight
Amen.
I'm a bagger. You can't buy a knock blumber. Me, I'm a quackbado, a quagano avanomia doma, de Macawi, me quackbum, a granovanomia doma.
Agba, me body, miato me nyaba Ceana, miapa tadoji mo nyabade, mia to a vaduko. kaka dukwa tutu amada komichona apofu ga komia yi anoji mi ano podo mi o manu popomba de fikemi mi na no tugala lo leke mi akokpere dukongu. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. Ceana de very very organized organization onyelo enye glom nami. Ta all have special committee. Shikanya project committee. Ta project committee all have special ameyoka tagboloshi amile opa susubo mana maglonima amile tagbono ta amama special amama wo nonyiko kona miawo mia general publica na aba project adeli alomi yifiada mi poba o ameyo pakpada wada wo hiam onye part of duko ka nye jojo genya ba nye project submit gana project committee talko ka project committee ton ha o majroga akponkawe you have to meet a certain criteria afi what pick project ya ko ogola miapa amanuvavata project yo katava ya miakata miapo wonu wozama kaka madoba yomo sogoma leke o select na project ata project committee special committee agba wole Ceana Central G ta who is going to go first? We have over here Madam Irene Alo, ladies first. Nyonu visa ze onyala uncho domalo. Madam Irene Alo la fima. But who is on cover Ceana Central G?
Yo manyaba da Irene awoni asogba mi ajom. Kaka amaro ko message vilo marko afimi anana da Irene va marko mi akpo message oda. Da Matilda Mrs. Matilda by Akaho. Abba mama, you looking superb. Welcome back and congratulations.
Oh, Mama Matilda, Akpano.
Okay. Afi Evomali have Marku atahla for the manama because of
Mali Ama me close Stone Boy Poklove de masan lo. Actually, I'm a message day once in a while. Gaka Stone Boy day. Ipon mak. I'm a man nobody over Ceana. We are looking between $15,000 to $20,000.
Yeah.
We have to see to it. Ta Stone Boy Poklove. It's not a problem. Inviting him is not a problem, but do we have the money to pay him?
Yeah, still boy, and about Chicago, we attempted to bring him to Chicago some time ago.
Yes,
and he's calling over. We have about 20,000. He's calling over 30,000. Yeah.
Well, international artist, Onyefia. But Tana be a co Shabarans ve Shabarans are all 50,000 pledge follow. It's not easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do payment.
Yeah. Okay. That Etsy Adoboy we miss you, Empress. Welcome back.
Thank you. Daisy Mauna Yao. Akpana mina mi afa gododorata. But if you have mother pom. If you have a bubu for headache. Nyamaka nyamara headache as well.
But if you have a ganya, you have a headache. Okay, Mama and me take a quick break. Let me play some little music again. Na amono ayi na wa yo no view wa yo amashama no hano aba hoshi because but if egba mama said the jinto aba hoshi.
Mi apa jilao mi apa hianvio mi yo kata na mi ama wonade mi ga troga vakbie. Don't touch that dial. Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yes, yi KKG akakafo aroji orokogo afuwati agbamabiese anyanye ato jankle makarana namchi manana nyakoi yenya ba ajikali dikala angama Flo's tasty treat anya ajikali ka azena azada shiada akuta peo asroda peo no nyeba na jiga zandum na no gwana ba first course alo starter anya no indudu ika no nyeba na ajiba ya anokoma ye ma ajiba ya dum papi ya kwa to ko nyeba na ji Flo's tasty treat product here nikanya ashikali ade ya ala nu goma to ko nyeba na kui de na se baba akwedama o pro pado strong pressure nyano adudum anu na mara shiada ji Flo's tasty treats anu na sa o kata bala magwe na engagement wedding official fee kana hiane ya akwaga alaba wono po ta novinga jagaba bo ha na grab da wono show na o jimla mo ojire jagaba ta shi da www.Flo's tasty treat yola 212-915-9331. Jagaba Naji Flo's tasty treat. Then I call Adara Wapadoma Nyanobutu. Flo's tasty treat. I like the Flo's tasty treat. I don't know I'm at the corner shadow. Flo's tasty treat. I like ayo la gazut. Jiomo, Yahama Karan Lakana how. Flo's
Mi va big Dallas. Mi va Dwazapeli. Mi va po ete konu wako data.
Hey, yeah, you know, we got on become the big thing. Everything here is big, it's done in big proportions. If I'm here to do me, I do as that. People let me warm me up with the convoda. Me follow. Azalo. Me a so heaven.
Ceana invite ne Ceana 2025 Dallas binyabe the me wonu ama itoba ibola onyabe Ceana metropolitan ocho that time it's gonna be different ama ni atrono atome that time bila me Ceana pe biva ne me ba do azalo Ceana 2025 Dallas, Texas. Everything in Texas is big.
Hello, everyone. I want to invite you to Ceana 2025 Dallas, Texas. It's going to be on. It's going to be popping. You need to be there. There's nothing like it. Dallas is going to show up big. Everything is done bigger in Texas. We look forward to seeing you there. And Ceana 2025, meet me there.
Is somebody ready to praise God? Are you guys ready? Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2. Are you ready? Tell somebody behind you. Give me space to dance. I command you. Go down the name of, do what the name of. I command you alone. I command you alone. Yes, you don't make a yellow. Oh, yes, you don't make a yellow. Oh, yeah, you don't make a yellow. Oh, yeah, you don't make a yellow. I command you alone.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Hey, hey, hey! Nyato well, I told you Mama Saduji Yamagaragana Empress Mausi, a lot to Bazukukla, a first Steve, La Ceana talk to a diva here, the Mammy Dacia, Mammy Daton, Ndiga with the Kevasser and dog.
Yo, Togbi Oloko Joko, Akpa, Nyatepe, Mama Saduji, ako yarabe to Bajuzuku, Alakaji Nyatapa, Hoshi Egba. Yo, Mama, Miaga do is on, na Miaba Nupola Kata, Ikocho Tepo, Egba over Amola Kaji, Alaka Bebe. Londoners todo how olakaji Ghana todo how olakaji afi mi take miaba interlude ma agleba amaveviado le miado ma ka miade kuku na miade zone miakpe we
nyasela klo nu pola magado we zone miakata cover Ceana Central ji abale mienya na enye tugbozuku Mama Saduji enye gayona ba Empress Maushi fifi amaganye Mrs Tuji nkova sugbo Osugbo ga keleke mi oge. Nyasela klo nu pola is not about me, it's all about. We have a special guest you over Ceana Central Jigba. Yenya Ceana Project Committee to abale magblena nyonu visa ziada lo doma. Very nice lady. You know, chado kumono poma joga ga kemeva dogwe mi. I mean, you know, me do jawo. You know, wonderful lady. Mrs. Irene Alo, Modokuku, where's on cover Ceana Central G. Oh, I'm a ganto halafima. Mr. Kosi NUTEKPOR, Mr. Kosi NUTEKPOR, Yenya Ceana Projects Coordinator. Yenya Coordinator Topa Amaga ton. Yeah, Amidola Tagbone Tolo. It was on cover Ceana Central G. Mr. Kosi NUTEKPOR.
Yo. Ado badan miwa nupola ku nusela kata
Miho
enyo jijogare bi ano mi do magbe ya.
Miho gbano. This time mother kuku o mo glory akpada kalo na mi akpo onye fine. Okay. Oh onyo. Ko oje to kanto akpa now.
Yeah.
Uncle Steve, over to you.
Akpebe dem mi fia ma wa correction video ku menye Mrs. yo.
Ma Mrs. here.
Menye Mrs.
Miss. We nya fifia Mrs. Manyata fifia ma Mrs.
Kwela
la fono.
Nya medo. Poga can you say me left mouth. So thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. Ava Mrs. Ava anu chimney alaka gbegbe ava vivim ni alaka gbegbe ka je ba me sha me fifia avazu Mrs. Bakla anyway Marco Kevin always me nyaba president ha gagada mi aji ka ma ga do we zo na mi Marco mi jeshimi kaka do hi amado le mi amado mi akpon fifia o ma jeshimi mama ito no question ado bia yo nyaba yento la fia ko kama na no apia ye question na mia afi mi adongune mama Marco over to you over question
mo no bia me nyaba de mo no chichima na ma ya mada papa mo ko bia na mbade bora we ba fia paka me no chu time agbade baba Miss Irene Alo ma bia obede madakuku the dokuyo fia me na ma bia obede Marco afaka me no chu oduka me no chu
yo nyenkwanye Irene Atabachi Alo menye Ceana member and formerly president of Airway Association of Dallas and also deputy executive director, former deputy executive director the committee Bubu Bovovo Metro Ghana Jolo Bogami 13 miles west of home. Ameya Metro.
Akpa no. Madakuku ka miako ida amaga hagboy. Mr. Kosi Nutako Madakuku atia doku afiamia ye afaka me no chu.
Yo. akpena enu polao kunu selao kata madaku kosi NUTEKPOR yananam ojing berebe ojing Ghana ojing la kwenye macho both mastrado both sides of the border macho Togo kem bacho Togo akpanya bacho Togo checkpo ye macho le Togo ma ma trace routes nya ide NUTEKPOR dan tuba enyenyo Ceana ba project coordinator madok kuku ama toy asinya enye check banyo chairman now ni Ceana ba new selection project committee ke before that manyo deputy executive director survey ake Miss Irene don konam la position so mado kuku bobo de le Ceana mi wa Ceana ba aboboyama akwana mi
Yo, Akpa Nami, Minyaba and the President should be joining us very shortly. Yetama Kukamia Aiji, Mr. NUTEKPOR, Mr. Kosi NUTEKPOR, Abaleke Glena, Adona Kuku Gadeo. Kade Marku, can you give us the history of Ceana projects? Minyaba. Before we went to projects, there were other things that we were doing. Can you give us the foundation, how we began to do projects? Like Ceana projects all came about.
All right. For Steve, thank you for the question. Mata do you vote hello Mano Chaka?
Atiano Chaka.
Mano Chaka, okay. Yento na magbulenyi da na matoji nyi da ya ma join Ceana ba haboboa la 2009 right before convention over Washington. Ela be Washington and Tony Antocha Mano Virginia. No Mano Washington ba haboboa ma. Ma join ma didio mbanyo core rep na voter association to Washington. And then a year later, yo mbema banyo deputy executive director na Mr. Ajimahe. With that position in 2013, a convention in Chicago for Steve Ladon Queen convention up to, by that point Ceana war project the color Soviet and following that particular convention in Chicago, Ceana made the decision. The president then was the new president, Dr. Nat Peter Abochi, and they made the decision to begin projects as a real thing for Ceana. Well, immediately Chicago, the first project me tackle in your 3 classroom block le Tanyigbe le Hobe Nutuama project nga in your first project me wo mano committee at that time Mr. Cornelius Akume in your project chairman, project committee chairman, Mr. Kumacha Noma, Mr. Chris Nuosu, Gama Yimito, Ceana, the project G in earnest. Ayimi war that first project of Tanyigbe, Oba Dr. Buchi Oba Commission, following project Amy the Keta Vui, basic AME Zion basic school. Medichaiga bakpo school inu imigdo jesi nyobe amagbeto yono le school ama vivi yono le school ama ya osubo school ama le osumo ta mi ibe mi awo 3 classroom block but mi wo estimation mi ko be with $14,000 mi ata awo 3 classrooms a foco fee Prince Bakui Globe Eba Gamanyo core member. Suggest Benemi Atenya war 3 classroom block with 14,000. Why don't we do 6 classroom to actually alleviate the needs of the folks in Vui Ketavui? And so that was the beginning of a 6 classroom block we built for them, plus a teacher's lounge that we constructed for them. And after that was our second project, Dr. Abochi then sent me as a project coordinator to go to Togo and find a few places that we could do a few projects in Togo. Since Ceana was not just a Ghanaian association or organization, I was tasked to go and take a look in Togo. I came back with 2 projects, one in Alokwegbe, which was a clinic, and then the second one in Amuzukope, which was also a clinic. And so that's basically how the history of Ceana projects evolved. And 8 or 9 or 10 years later, we have done quite a number of projects.
Yo, Mr. NUTEKPOR, Marco Akpa, for Mauliba, Annie, over a show, for Mauliba, a show, Annie, NUTEKPOR, copper. Yeah, about my dream, for Mauli, I mean, she very well. John, NUTEKPOR, copper. Yeah. For Mauli went on to say that you should enjoy your retirement. He's announcing to the whole world that you are now a retiree and you are beautifully enjoying your retirement. Your former boss, for Mauli,
that is
the
so.
one and only. Yo, Akpa.
Yo,
Irene. Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Mr. NUTEKPOR.
I was going to say I am not only retired, I am relaxing in my beautiful home in Ghana here, which is from the vantage point here. I'm sitting on my rooftop, enjoying the breeze from all the air here. I can see 360 degrees of Accra. So yeah, I am definitely enjoying my retirement.
Yeah, Eddie, Yomi, and Choma, we were supposed to be having a meeting with Colorado yesterday. Yeah, and for Yomi, but he was in some snow blaze yesterday, so we need to allow him to drive safely home, so we can't be jealous about how beautiful Ghana is, and you are enjoying it. So enjoy it, my friend. Okay. Yo, that Irene, Marco Myavagbo, Mr. NUTEKPOR gave us a summary of Alomia Kwiba, a good account of how Ceana projects began. Yeah, Manyaba, you've been with Ceana for quite some time now. Before we began to do all these projects, yes, Ceana came together. There was one thing that we were doing then and we have continued to do. Can you give us a brief history about what we were doing then? Minyaba, when we came together, there was one particular thing that brought us all together as a Ceana family in terms to what we ought to be doing to help Miaba. By then, it was more about Ghana than anything else. It had me a brief history as to what was Miapa, a flagship program we were doing proud to the projects.
Okay. You Akpe for Steve and Mr. NUTEKPOR Wela Bedulo. Me before I pay project you pay I 1 year. Me have high school scholarship program. Hemi wana since 2000. Yamije eyawo mi nana scholarship de viole Ghana. Agbaje gomekli Ghana. Miva add Togo and then miva add Benin. Kokbedon mi nana 3 years scholarship every student, like these 3 countries in Ireland, which is southern part of Ghana, Togo, and Benin. And the 3 years work okoduna le high school. Edeo ome pass na nyuido oga bubovana miga nana oga okowunanu. Every year miteunana scholarship abe 13 people scholarship le Ghana. Anna 13 or sometimes Kraminana 15 scholarship le Ghana, Togo, and Benin. Devio Gedeola Oledo Nuire no ho scholarship no uskuanwa ogubovana varna dana kpe na Ceana, which is a good thing Ceana is doing. Ame yoma tewa a desukua to Ceana jia yo choteon desuku ai high school at the over in a university Plitotel, which is a plus to Ceana. And mida kpena a Steve Plow fundraising committee be o wodonye o raise na funds o nami abemi kponaga ako our scholarship do we plemi ape construction project do that akpena mi maune don semi ne mi continue doing it ezon chen akpena me yopete le gajo me gabube me va yo dume otare me kayo is eveland mi apete panigbai amedeke ma we na mi o weche na wo wodi ne no wo se meta me yo me le gajo de mi jagbagba mi ache mi ajo egala ne mi akowa project we nyekbechan.
Yo, Madam Arraigned, akpe gada now. Nyatefe ni miakata kuiwo menya America do you. Yeah, miato anglebe the staff and committee is one of the committees Ike Dr. Abochi formed. Yeah, yema Mr. NUTEKPOR Agli, but the project committee was one of his committees that he formed. Yema, you just spoke about the scholarship. Yet I may have a scholarship and an education committee as well. And Mr. Dr. Natabochia, he structured Ceana in a way, but we have various, committees that take care of Ceana Pado. Gaka Ceana Pado kata, it is dependent on Ameshama Bawo, Afi Mite Akbladam. Ye wa mashama nusu gaka miga awoga de hiam na mi adakla na waga because if ya mi jijim deji yo akpa ka mi ayiji aba Mr. NUTEKPOR agabi gaka atrova a relaxing agbadum le Ghana too much eta na bo gara ka
so da Irene aglonyada anyada to jinavia majiba na nam a little bit of clarification. Not body. Yo buba yo maganago because miva o project lo over dumo alo for town ma marakuku anyama majiba na underline namde. And could you please take us through the process of selecting a project? Me tai mother for project ano selected ye mother to mononoga selected ye nam selected ha local one you can resubmit. At resubmit project. At there coming ato omoma jimia mia saboma.
Project and me have criteria. Based on selection, do the core members who no share club project project core member core member submit na project selection committee. Let me where then we'll rank them. Okay, me a rank, me a check, is a qualifier. Volta region, wala, and Ghana, me a criteria, me opete, within budget, which is before, but me a budget 1,000. Me call on budget.
One second. Mr. NUTEKPOR Marakuku ma mute Bolvia. About oh yeah gagamra. Okay.
20,000 ya mi kowe ne o mi budget ke kodo da whole more than that ke gomba o project ma po ndo disqualified do ku ho alebe recently amiva change ozu 30,000 emi na project this year that is a small scale project for Ceana. Nembe mi o large scale ehiane ega to government egbolo alo grant gawe keke mmedofuma ha dota small scale oko mile ta nebe asamita elebe na kpo criteria look at it akpo ebe nu ihe submit la if it's within or if it's above you can adjust it Messi never do mi agbokwa ke ano disqualify as on time frame hemi nana elebe nova project ni never do mi agbo within that time frame nemesi gbola e disqualify do kwe abene mi khowa mi akponu si anu hemi bia ezon eze community involvement they me include nu mi opete the package ema because nemi le Ghana mi ami bia be community echene contribute nane abe eke aloke ni gravel echi plechela wa volunteer manual voluntary work ne okonu mi opete kokpede monla me check me have checklist me a check nsianu ape ava vet all the project and then we vote on it everybody all the select me nine of us are in the selection committee apete will look at the project they will give us like 2 or 3 to look at and read all the proposals and then do our ranking and then we'll have a meeting and then go over each one of them okay me criteria ko mi ko select no ele okay amele in the same page amedo to omele same page obe me adem ebe nu ile ame wo eke then they may or may not change their decision and then we go from there me amede le selection committee emehe o project de cho duma I recuse edokwe because melebene that committee so that's how we did it. And then right now, me select, me have about 30, I think it was 34 projects me have recently. And me was selection, me select, one me 9 cho Ghana, alebe 3 cho Togo. Because me have, and me have a lot of Ghana associations than the Togo associations. Ceana me. So nemi wa project wa meton le Ghana la mi odika le Togo.
Togo ma.
Yata 9 in Ghana and 12 in Togo. Yeah.
Yo.
Nyami.
Of Steve, you are muted.
Yo, that IRENE, Marku Miagble have Mr. NUTEKPOR is here with us. I drop view, and he is the chairman of the new project committee. Yema Oglo Dongonami. Yeah, we saw him on the Africa Culture about 2 weeks ago, and he went through the elaboration of how projects are selected. That IRENE. Yeah, that IRENE, how you are part of the new project committee and the project implementation committee. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, you can the dojilo, the warm. Yeah, I think I take break there, but the president, get me a jeta, me dog benedi, na me a hog benebody, and me a take a quick break. Mr. President, Marku Awezolo.
Yo, Afro Steve. Hey, Mama Saduji.
President, wisdom. Me have a dojilo.
President, wisdom.
Oh, kuma dakpena me miao do dokata mi akodo na onya. Ta ale mi o mnyo kore mi le la sinana ma. Aleve mi awe. Me mi akọ ayi afia meje go mala mi awu ta. Dakpena mi miao do ta do na Mama Saduji emekpo. Nyeton po nshanwe mekpo shige kata. Nshanwe akpe ko mikata Ceana kata mi le magbana. Good job.
Thank you.
Yo, whenever Ceana Central, we were live from Chicago that weekend. gaka anuko ito ani Ceana tong miakata mi lafia ni mama seduji le miang besiagba no yana gbogbo ke miakata vi dashingu ke Londonia ayo ba ko ni de jania yo va ko mama seduji jo le miago allo well like ya
then no go na pu mu amate na ke blog ore
Formally Agbanubade. Please note that the Star Fund was in existence under late Kobla Agbanyo of SoCal before Dr. Abochi set up the projects committee. Clarification.
Yes, it's very true. Star
Okay.
Fund started Kobla Agbanyo. He actually came up with that name, Star Fund.
Oh, okay.
Or Star Club, yeah. He started.
Okay. If you are miakatami vatros stars, fiatami dakbana mau. Fifi amia yede, nemiava avapo, miava wogadiade, nemia trova, nyasala klonu kola miga fiaroko. Don't touch that. I will be right back with Dr. Chachu and the projects committee.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Hi there. I bring you good news from Green Safe Consult. Here at Green Safe Consult, we have titled and registered lands for sale at OEB close to Medina Municipal Hospital for 150,000 Ghana cedis per plot. We have lands at Akuse and it is 5 minutes drive away from the Akuse Junction, going for a cool 50,000 Ghana cedis per plot. We also have lands at Amrahia behind the Ministry of Fisheries and Agriculture for 150,000 Ghana cedis per plot, lands at Ayimensa for 250,000 Ghana cedis per plot, and also lands at Afienya going for 120,000 Ghana cedis per plot. We do have lands at Oyibi Hills, which is 10 minutes drive from the Valley View University, going for 80,000 Ghana cedis per plot. We also have lands at Pediasi West, going for 150,000 Ghana cedis per plot, lands at Malajo, going for 450,000 Ghana cedis per plot, and also lands at Ebri, going for $20,000 per plot, and many more. You don't want to miss out this opportunity. Call us today on 024-444-4611 or 054-8754-317, and we will be at your
de wonya wodre kuku kleta roji be ya wodo abe lamese la ena de nele klalo be ya hohege yi anabe monu popo na su ashiwo be na wodo abe lamese la ena ekema monu popo vana obe na toko shida eve pehege na na toke yi ana oda serigbale be na tenu awodo le New Jersey le yevu dukome to kwenye be na podokiwo de hege na na toke yame yiji New Jersey Board of Nursing Dashido ufiala kpo NUTEKPOR wo le lamese nyawo me akplo wo atohege nana yame wafia wo afodo petoke wo kple adanu de to yi anabe NUTEKPOR kpokpo na asu ashiwo be na wodo le heka megodo le hege nana yama wa ana wo monu kpokpo yi awebe atenu adenu yo kata shomnele atome enumake eye le koshida eve megbe a daserigbale asu ashiwo be na awodo akpodo no oji le apowo me yinye home health aid megana be monu kpokpo ya na tonu wo ayiwo to kwenye be na yo kapojeshi ya o hana nkongonglo alo nenye be ega hiana numekoko bubu yo 862558464 alo 848218155 atenu aga yo 77396054416 alo na ro email de bccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com alo newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com chokaba magana be monu popo ya na tonu ayi
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Awful Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, Marco Magado Wezona Amashama. Marco Biabiada le Kaji, but just asking from the standpoint of the host of the Health and Wellness Hub, are there any new future projects for
Near
the
future
health
projects.
sector? Marco, Mr. NUTEKPOR, Marco, can you take this question for us? Then while taking that question, Marco, you were, before we took the break, you were going through the series of projects that we have done so far. Yamanyana, if we had finished with the cycle that Irene talked about, new projects at all, before we get to the new projects, if you can take us through the rest of the projects that we have done, and if then you can answer her question as well, if you can do both as well.
All right. Thank you, Steve, and everyone listening. So, yes, we have done multiple projects in the health sector. We have done, so I started where we had done a project in Tanyigbe, which was a school project, and then went to Vuiketa, and then we went to Alokegbe, which is in Togo, and then from there, which was a health clinic. There is a beautiful story about that, I don't know if I have enough time to go into the details, but we ended up building them a maternity clinic, a very beautiful maternity clinic that, beautifully tiled, and which enabled them to be able to deliver more than one pregnancy at a time. They were able to deliver 3 pregnancies at a time. So from Alokwebe, we went to Amuzukopa. It was an old German-built building that had been abandoned, and Ceana completely renovated it. And then we also built them a beautiful immunization center. That was in Amuzukopa. From Amuzukopa, we came to Lolobi. We intended to do a computer learning center in Lolobi. They were not quite ready, So we skipped and then we went to Davu, which is also in Togo, and we built them a beautiful 3-classroom block and an office. Forget this, 20,000. We had a total of 20,000 to build that. By the time we were done building, we had $2,000 left, and we used that $2,000 to completely furnish the classrooms with desks and chairs. And so from there, we left, we went back to Lolobi, completed their computer learning center. And then we went to the listener's question, we went to Aduto, where we built a nursing staff quarters for the nurses there. It was a beautiful one as well, because before we built that nurses quarters, majority of the staff, the nurses, the midwives, lived in downtown Aduto. And so once this was built, it enabled at least 4 of them to live on the premises. And then from Aduto, we went to build the classroom in 3-classroom block in Pekijake. In between that, we took an important break, or I should say simultaneously, as we were doing all this, there was that story from, the bridge.
Yes,
Agodwe, exactly. That beautiful story where school children would take their school uniform and a pan, walk to the river, put their clothes in the pan, swim across the river, and then go wear their uniform and go to school and repeat the process on a daily basis. That was gut-wrenching. And so when the story came to got to the attention of Ceana, between the old president and the current president, who is with us this afternoon, they made a beautiful decision that we go build a bridge for these folks, no matter what it costs. And so in about 3 years, that beautiful bridge got finished and inaugurated. I was there. Miss Irene here was there. And of course, the president and for Steve himself was at the inauguration. That was so beautiful. And so, anyway, Mama Nebavon and Nebona, Moji Bona, which are normal. So, anyway, Mijole Pekijake, Miba Ida Dodoma, Ariasu, each annual project today na ele akajinam subo mipo inaugurate over me to Huavo. But anyway, so Mama, that will be one that you are going to be specially invited to attend. That project, I might add that it was a project that had a lot of the little children, our kindergarteners, crammed into a very small building that you really couldn't call a classroom. And of course, that project came to us from California. And we did that project within 4 to 5 months. It's all done. The only thing that I need to make sure is completed there is the landscaping, beautiful flowers and a couple of trees to make it beautiful. And that's the most current project. As we speak, I am in Ghana, but tomorrow morning I will be heading to Palime, where we would be undertaking another computer learning center project, which is the last of the projects we received in the old submission. So if I have time, I can also add just a little bit that once these 8 projects were being tackled, this current president, Dr. NYAMADI, asked us as the new project selection committee to go ahead and launch, ask for submissions, ask for project proposals. We received 30 of them. Sister Irene Alo here was part of the 8-member committee that vetted all 30 projects that came to us. And Sister Irene has already touched on a bunch of them, but some of the other criteria that we look for in assessing the qualification of a project is that the community that the project benefits has to be prepared to meet Ceana halfway in giving us some sand, some gravel, some water, a place for our workers to stay, etc. And in the end, they have to sign a memorandum of understanding with Ceana. Sister Irene already mentioned the 30,000 budget. It cannot be more than 30,000. So the project has to be reasonably close to 30,000 or below for it to qualify. The last part, the last detail that needs to be included are details of the current needs of the village and the estimates, of what it exactly is included. If it's a school, we need a diagram or a plan of the building. If it is a hospital, we need a plan. If it is a potable water, we need all the very details of that will go into the construction. And once we have evaluated all of that, we do assign points at the end of which gives the committee the ability to decide the top 12. We selected 12 projects, 9 from Ghana and 3 from Togo. And so they are also already lined up. And to the listener's question, yes, that includes a bunch of health-related projects. The third one on the list, to be specific, is a health clinic.
Okay. Mr. President, Marco Abaleke any for NUTEKPOR Agrina. I think you were the vice president of Ceana at the time we were constructing the WE project Lakata. But since then, under your administration, Dr. Natabuchi laid a great foundation for you. When you came in, you really took flight. And since then, me construct, according to Mr. NUTEKPOR, me construct, me buy there aduto, buy there agodwe, buy there peki jacket. If you are me let the dome, we are so you, but that project is already completed. We are just waiting to commission, and then he will be heading to Parliament. And it's very likely, but we would begin to tackle a list of the 12 projects. What gave you the momentous to take such a huge flight so fast? Oh, but your flight is even faster than the latest Boeing. So what gave you the impetus to take to take flight so fast to be constructing so many projects?
Steve, so I would like to add Lolobi and Dahu to the list, right?
Okay, yes, Lolobi, yes. I skip Lolobi and Dahu. Wow. That is about what? 7 projects under your administration?
Yeah, I'm not counting, right? I'll leave it like that. So pretty much, so this is what happened, right? One thing I learned from my folks, right? If you agree to do something, you either do it well or you don't do it, right? So, this is a volunteer organization, right? We, the people from the land, we agree to support. So once you agree, you understand what you are doing, there is no turning back, right? So I was fortunate. I was a president of Charlotte, then I was a core member, right? And then eventually somebody saw the work I did and I became vice president. I believe in the mission of Ceana, like we do in the US here. nobody will come and develop your community. You, the people, have to stand up and do work. So once I was given that privilege by Ceana to serve vice president, I learned as much as I can to know how things work. So when I became president, it was very smooth because I understand the mission and that so my job, Ceana provided everything I need to do the work, right? So my job is to sacrifice my time and tax you all, everybody here. I tax all of you. Let's make it simple. So it is not me who have done anything. It's Ceana that provided the facility and the farm, and you, Steve, and all the folks who are the committee members, Mr. NUTEKPOR, you are the people who actually did the job. So if you ask me, I will throw the question back to the committee leaders that, hey, how did I push you to be able to make sure we complete all this within a very short time? So I'm just fortunate and I'm grateful for the opportunity. The people, Ceana people, make this possible. All we have to do is to execute. And if we can do that, nothing we cannot do. So, believe in the mission and ability.
Yo, Mama Marco, a question I got show na any
Mr. President, Mother Kuku Nova Select Project over there. What is your role? Awe dana shida jiba mi we alo miga we alo maji he yalo prame akwa imagbe yalo. Like, what is your role?
My role is to take what they selected to call. A call is the call is council or representative. They are the board of directors. My job is to execute what court decided. But you Dashiregia, I look at it, met the meeting here, but I didn't change anything. Okay, I don't have power to change anything, right? So the committee's job, tasked by core, is to they spend months. Trust me, I think Mr. Sister Irene talked about the process. I can promise you, I attended some of the meeting. They look at everything. So once they have done all that, my job is to put together and send to. So but that's or is the one who make the final. My job is to make sure the committee work.
Okay, akpa.
Yeah.
Abale Magrone Chana. Teaching no has been very challenging because COVID pacho manami and since Masiana Dema a guy mi kwanacha a guy mi va pokponfia ama vaka kafia mau Ceana to irang bashagba ye amashia magbagba jambade opo wana no wazama te fifiade projects na nie miashidam na jiba miawo ye fifia yonya agama gbagbam pogbona dem ye the kawom a year alo of a year alo ton ye leke me decide na
Yo, ma como un poco ma dakpene Ceana to kata Ceana ko to gba barien una amiga barien project nyata wo yere no baraka magano jio ta fifia e ma Mr. NUTEKPOR fun via yi afie mfum ya mi mfum fia omove ma wo yela aka afi ekwe na ngame gomo ko ga tore nta Ceana ta nemie dom ko nanya omove aroman na miawa ya aniade limitare kamali nemi wom ye we jim ko nemi ganye ya ga kenya pro koto bota koto ba mi wodo how many we can do within a year ta limitare kamali omove ma mi la fia ga ka afi pana no mi ga omove ko gapi royin ka afi 2025 na wunwa comme vagaje go matari koto unshan convention mi wo Colorado right now the burden is on me and all of you and the committee. Mr. NUTEKPOR is here. We have to execute, right? We have everything we need. As Mama said, call nobody my woman over the car. You go and execute. So you put me on the spot. My job is to do as much as I can within a year. Alabanemi got dogoa. Magblambo if we have a year near Madan, Mema. Exactly. ta dokata ko le Mr. NUTEKPOR le Sister Irene. Emienya same I'll be pushing you. I'll be pushing you going forward.
Mr. President.
Yeah, our number, Mr. NUTEKPOR is on the he is on retirement for a good purpose. Fifia, he's on retirement from your 9 to 5 job. Gaka Vivia, he's fully on board to coordinate the speed at which Ceana is constructing projects. So he couldn't have retired at a better time than now. Mr. NUTEKPOR.
Mr. NUTEKPOR, I would also like to add, Buddy. You guys are so efficient to the extent, Buddy. Madokukuna miba miaji yuto alo assistant to no mia doma nomde. Na miva kutok bivo alo migate na convodi. Na amamawa wokwale mi process I want me so that legacy will live on. Yeah, that is one thing that bothers me so much. Alaba mia jagba mia involve the young ones among us so that we have that quality of people working for Ceana so that Ceana can live on forever. Azalo.
Yeah. Mama said ji anya ile bloa le matutu mahoji seno. And let me say that we are going to be committed. The earlier question was how many have we done? Ceana has been very, very interesting. When we began to do the Ceana projects, we would come from a convention with $30,000, and we will use $20,000 to construct a project. Now we are coming home with quite a lot of money. 150,000, almost 2,000, 200,000 the last round. So for Steve is right. I am retired and I am home to rest, but let me tell you, I am going to do none of that. I'm going to rest. I'm going to find time to rest, but I am going to promise Ceana community that we're going to try to do at least 3 projects a year, more if possible. One of the reasons that we are sometimes a little slow is that we are taking our time to shop around and get the best prices for the best materials to stretch the little money we have. We have quite some money now. We're going to try to do as much as we can. And to your suggestion, I'm hoping some of our younger folks are watching this interview and they are going to be coming home. I will be here. When they do come, please reach out to me. I would love to take some of them to some of the projects that we are currently working on. The project we are going to be working on in Palime, we actually have the privilege of having a young gentleman. He's not Ghanaian or Togolese or Beninois, but he's a white young fella who works in the computer field, who was I would actually call him my nephew, the family that took care of me when I was in college, who has volunteered to travel to Ghana and go with me to Togo to be part of the computer learning center. So if we can get people like that from our own Ewe community, I will be more than willing to show them the ropes.
Yo, akpe nami. Marku, me have a short any program lineup day. Nemia trova, nemia iji na any me have a guest one nami over closing remarks. Any Ceana TV me attack come alaka bagabna. We have series of program lineups every week. Yeah, me jenagoma a Friday mianovi DJ Lawrence Mawenyega ako miapa African jazz and traditional music panorama afanami every Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. Can I chat ma Saturday morning in the Kanye Miada Miss Dell Bakle that Sarah will bring you Health and Wellness Hub. Hey, can I chat Marco Camianto Miene and Bakle Mia Mama Mama Saduki, Kimiaba Hoshi, Miako Ceana Central. Kaka Mia Choko Authentic Mama iha ako dunyo bobobo show all the way from Ghana, Top Radio FM studio. So ako kobanami kaka habi achoko ke mia miva na mia strong kwekwe yo mia no bi Dr. Wonyo Danami Davero Bakle Aposara wawe a host na a program miada kweno yo ka koshiragba miada da niko ihako Africa culture abanami miasro nucho miapa denigba fa kodwom yo kaminya ba ene afo Patrick Ajadu ihaba show agomajaga majijiga fun ko ihako yaba Ceana World View abanami Ata wanado le toame ye miafoga Elder William Ayson Etromagbe is one of the founding members of Ceana. Abna Koshida Bona wo yepa echon awoga yeba funerals woga back labor funeral services and burial services. La Washington, it Americata at the America Mipa Nemia. It as Ceana Central will be there covering it. Afi Jijonyado Haladomia in December. It is so full. Mia Jagoma on the 14th, yenya a joint Christmas party by Novishi Association of New Jersey Bakle Epe Alliance on the 14th, New Jersey. Ka Michafma, Ka Ewe Association of Washington DC Metro, Oha over your Mia Pemne Mia Van Mia Christmas party and an inauguration. Or election warm so there will be an inauguration as the same 21st ever Association of Greater Boston over your our 10 years, so they are having a Christmas party and celebration and fundraising like Greater Boston. The same 21st Ewaga in Georgia, they are also having their Christmas party and inauguration of Boba Epia in Togbi Agbakle Mama. The same water is on the 14th, on the 14th of December. Every association of Mianto Miapa Habobo in Chicago. On the 21st, they also Miaha will be having the Christmas party. Yamaba let the yes, well, Chicago Gala, New Jersey. So we'll be having that Christmas party as well. Okay, Marco Bolo, Ceana is coming online. I give like Dallas next year. Registration. Marco Midezon. Let me have a registration. Because by a registration, I will get afi alcohol. But then a hotboga afi a registration. It's a elevating but now over registration right away. Then at one hotel. Over your magic, you are either overflow hotel. Itadi me that back. Let me have registration very quickly. We show about the car. Let me have a registration. Akpa Kamia Ayida Wanaji. Marco, let's bring back all our guests. Our and Sabi our Adonami. Yet Americo Mama na Biabiada la Shua Americo Atwabia Afi will go round na Wanami over closing remarks.
No, okay. Dokoma Biabade. Kade. President, project Omaneni, Manyaba Ogama Susumba, na step down as president. Marukuku, how many years more do you have?
1 year. If you less than 1 year after Ceana convention, that's a wrap for me.
For the Capia.
Yeah.
Wow. So hopefully under your last year, how many projects Nabuba maybe at Latoa mi atia finish afi na joleji aji.
Abale ni wome na Mr. NUTEKPOR push ga ta maybe me wo ma wo mu afuma jo maybe we have about 7 so far, right? 6, 7, right? So
okay. Tana no come to parang kwa.
Okay.
yeah. Kaka menya nye do moro ko ba ngu na kamo go some there. Yeah, I lead people to work aka I'm your dog out like kaji. I'm just no daddy buddy. I'm going to push them, right? Sister Irene. Forgive me, okay? Right. I mean, that's why we are here. Everything, right? So once, right now, I don't have any excuse, okay? Call Nami everything we need. We just have to execute. So, Mommy, chase guy, right? The target is 10. We're starting to write it down, right?
I got it.
Right before we go to Dallas, you write 10 projects for me, right? Before right.
And now your regime.
Okay. Yo, come on. Sure, go ahead, Mama.
Amado comments are all blamed him, but a cuckoo fear and the miakbom chokwa, or a cuckoo fear and miakbom cho. No comments are the la show. And yabia the halem yasha, mother cuckoo. Me daddy day, nemi bonawana panga de nemia le comments so kata nemiana mi shout out. Akafi mia je comments so hana gomade. Miana miapa special guest to non nam yopo closing remarks o de. Afi miako wana cover on upe. Yena mi ko wana cover no upe ha mara kuku mi gaya fiara kolo mi nemia bakpo dumanyo bobobo. Authentic mama abagba monogo butu. Da over to miapa special guest to miakwena Miss Da Irene Allo. Afi magaba no Mrs. Glonfi afi or
Mrs. Emanu now. Okay. Yeah, Mama Seduji akpe. Ma chomo purpose ya ma da pe ya belesi mi pe mi va Bomuchomi Ceana project akpe na mi. And abele president Bloya enupola opete mi de kukunami mi va gadi pe de mi na mi ga abe president Bloya elebe mi wo 10 project ape wajole seji next year so mi de kuku mi jogave ne mi akọ edo akọ de mi ape evelanji pe na mi ma one do etepe na mi fi yo mi le ga church ya ma one do etepe na mi ta akpelo
akpe kaka Irene. Yo come here, me invite if you as I do la Ghana vo.
Ezale dodom.
A few minutes go manon kuma pom no if you wadru dada ko pom malolo. Okay, mara kuku na mi o closing remark afi.
Okay, zana dorami. All right. So, nchama adak bana mi for Steve kumama program yi wo mi lena Ceana ena amesia mele Ceana nkosem le nu opata wo mi la akpom especially ne nui na jurong bedeka nyobe ne mano projects we mi wo abetepe ne ya interview ne macho nui opata difference yo mi wo le the number projects that boy namio gajola ono akpo ekunku but last point ma wenyo Ceana, every amount, every penny you give us, we spend it very diligently, and I hope that you will continue to give because we are truly making a difference in our land. Thank you very much for everything you do for our land.
Thank you too. Thank you too for your time and dedication. We appreciate you so much. Focusi NUTEKPOR.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Kamara kuku Marco ate jolo ate aga kaji.
Okay. Allo mata ida homa sijo.
Shada nabi magajani oko he shimishi jo pamela. Allo light malio.
Oh, lightly the Kumala rooftop.
Me about Ceana project, me at the light apartment.
Lightly. Like when you must see America Malabonyo. All right.
Yo. Okay, President, over to you now.
Okay.
Yes.
Mark Jamon Pokware Amanda. I mean, Ceana Radio, right? This is your brainchild, Uncle Steven, Mama Seruji. I mean, this came under me, Mike, Rain Gaka. This idea is from you guys, so I will give all the credit to you. Minya, if you have a megaphone, right? Top one, right? Because he has a megaphone. Sienna, nobody is going to sell what we do, right? So the idea of having Ceana Radio, this idea was there for so many years, but it came to fruition thanks to Steve, Mama Seruji, and all that. Thanks to the COVID. Yeah, you mentioned about COVID, right? Sometimes this is what I believe, right? You cannot control what you cannot control. When I became president, 2 years, there's COVID, right? But it's okay. But through that, we learned a lot and we are raising money through so many ways. So whatever comes your way, just accept it and move on. You cannot change what you cannot change. What you can change is to do the best you can and leave the rest to nature. You guys are the folks who make things possible. Steve Day, Mama Seruji, and the rest, right? At the proper time, I will give my tribute and recognition, but make sure that you have done so well. You made what Ceana it is. As of now, we are everywhere. Everybody knows Ceana. Thanks to you guys, your vision, your dedication, your sacrifices. Tamada penenya strong kata beri they shouldn't complain, right? Something good is coming, right? Something good is coming. Okay, now I have about 7 months. This is what I think should happen, right? Miapa tarujun kunyebe miapa dedu ko miawoga. Abale menya nami opportunity miericha. Me de Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Plateau. Amaruga invite me. Teparo, Pierre Vagana Mianya, Taru Kumotibere, Yapa de Duco, Tutu Oba, Akere, Mashamasago Mazon, Ke, New Kojemia Wanyere, Amashama, Ateno, Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, Africa. Never do quoi, me together Germany, me together Afro, Evanibanti. Let's Magoma Korean, Marakuku, ni Miashi, Mianovio Kata. Yakumia susu menye gadjojore kakyo na nye engineer emi eva to bridge ami here na engineer fifia mi ga bubu na nye susu na la sure jagbagba call me president@ceanaonline.org aruna yo pro@ceanaonline.org ru susu ora mi hoge akowodo kakuma kuma dakpe na mashia me dogole Loveland Colorado nyakwa nuwo na kata ejojinami Mashama Colorado, Alaba near Braza, as I engineer. Maria, Machumo Padam Nami, New Katami Bla, Yehowa, Yatobio Katana Ruteponami, Tamagama Shamakam, Baria, Yena, Dallas 2025. Dallas Mwajagoma, Najibi Agano, Hotel, Pima, Abalamino, Kajabana, have a register fly. Dallas Tobo, you le Clalo, you me home. Tamashama, the register strong.
Aka president hotel mami no Loveland mate maraka po homa igolo na madam mi ashiba na vaza ma mate igolo kuna
mate maraka po homa igolo taria na register boria register strong na register on view na register view na register o neighbor na register o community kata o mayor o kata na register Dallas Toba ma global yo le claro nami tami kata mi va Mama mia project oma major. After queen and next president area project oma blav. Ikoge malane. Misiama, makashama na dogba. Mijagba do fia vivi. Midre garu $1 a day. Let's $1 a day. We have about 300 days. $300 ema. Kuka kluvinami. Akpenami. Mauna jam ya odo.
Oh, akpe president.
Yeah. Ako mova kontolo.
Wow. Akpe mia dakpe manya glode na mia fa a guest o kava mia mimi ashio yo otere miang ndokuchia alo try le Ghana ba klemia ba nu pola kata nke le kaji klemi ba kumianto misi ba Ceana NUTEKPOR wo me jegome with scholarship ye ma projects bubu mi wo ye projects o gale domia bona 12 more projects we are completing about 8 so far and then there are 12 more projects underway ye mi wo woga eta ye ma president bloho odakpa na ma shama ba mi aba wo ye na ba mita edomo wo mi ka baba wana ka apia mi sagaro ka mama saduji ba yakla the rest of the messages ka markumako amopoko adakpa na amashama nyenkonye fosti kama kuina mama asaduji na mi wuno na magasa nkonyo kwa kamera kumatwami malo ka mi agadogo next time akpenami mama sadiji take us home
nyasela klo nupola o mabade miento mi nyabade na vwa vivima azadodom na agbonolao tamia hlambia po comments ode na miako wana cover anupe mama Matilda mi hla po comments aho abe mama is looking superb. Welcome back and congratulations. Ofo Mauli agbonu haba mikloston boy vela. Stacy, but we miss you, Empress. Where's on low? Ofo Mauli agbonu haba. Ofo Kosi NUTEKPOR is from NUTEKPOR Copper off Dabala Road. Ofo Mauli Gaba. Ofo Kosi, you look so relaxed. Retirement is good for you. Ofo Mauli Gaba, please note that the staff fund was in existence under late Kobla Agbanya of SoCal before Dr. Abuchi set up the projects committee. Just asking from the standpoint of the host for Health and Wellness Hub, are there any near future projects for the healthcare sector? And that is from Sister CA. Other association, I was wondering when he made that statement. I don't know what Ever association is referring to, but that is his question. Ofomauli Agbanuba, one of the engineers who worked on the construction of the bridge, was a lady, a recipient of a Ceana scholarship. More reason why we should all contribute generously to the scholarship program. But so far me have comment so kataima nyasala klo nupola ba le mi pomo na chogbaji ko yina na mi gble message there alone mi glofia mi akpom lo chua mi ahlo comments na mi na shout out ye mi got thought to only Ceana day afi or convention afi mi anagal mi atia je ganana from now na mi won vivi na mako mi ato mi nyaba little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Fifi life ya miako wana cover anupe madanya gankia madak panamia kata ova wana jiba mawana yurami. Thanks for your time and dedication to Ceana Central and to Ceana President. Thanks you all. Mofo Steve, thanks you all. And from the bottom of my heart, madak panami. Next week, let's make it a date. Bye-bye.
Really love to stay with you. I really have to go back home.
Whoa, whoa. The beat scientist.
Tu me llama suave. Tu me llama suave. Tu me llama suave. Tu me llama suave. Me di bena. Me di bena. No, no, tu me llama suave. Me di bena. Me di bena. No, no, tu me llama suave. Me di bena. Me di bena. No, no, tu me llama suave. Me di bena. No, no, tu me llama suave. back